I want to ask you a small question today. How many years are you going to live? How many more years do you think you have until you die? Anybody? Anybody from the crowd? Anybody from this group who can tell me exactly if they know how many years are you going to live? No? Nobody? Come on, yes, you can make a guess. Make a wild guess. How many more years do you think you are gonna live? Not many of you can say that. Not anybody can say that. But this is the next question that you can definitely say. How many more years do you think that you are gonna work? You must be having the answer to that. Tell me, how many more years do you think that you are going to work? In the comments below, tell me how many more years are you going to work? Maybe 20, 30 or maybe 40. Yes, these many number of more years you are going to work depending on whatever age you are in. Now, if I say that I can help you increase the number of years that you are going to work, and because you have only limited number of years to work, you have limited number of years to make yourself money, to make yourself gift what you want, to gift yourself the dreams that you have, to go on that dream vacation, to own that dream car, to own that beautiful house. You only have those many years for the number of years that you are going to live. So how do we increase this number of years? I have a trick following which, if you follow it, you can increase the number of years of your work. Yes, that is a trick, and I am 100% sure that it will work, it does work, and it can do miracles for you. It can make you work for maybe at least 200% more of the times. So if you are here with me until the end, you will get to know what this trick is. Come on, let's get started with this. And before we do that, before I share the trick with you, let us do a small calculation together. And let us consider that we are going to live for another 30 years, 30 working years. Beyond that, I don't know how many more years we are going to live. Let's say that 30 more years is the time when we are going to work to make all our dreams come true. 30 more years. So in these 30 more years, what are the things that we will be doing? How much of work will we be doing? How much of sleeping we would be doing? And what else we would be doing? So in these 30 years, 30 to 33% of the times, I believe you would be spending sleeping. 8 hours a day, that is 30% of the time, we would be spending sleeping. So in 30 years, 10 years, we would be sleeping. Yeah, so we are left with 20 years. Now in these 20 years, or let's say in a day, in 24 hours, we spend 8 hours sleeping, 8 hours working, and 8 hours doing I don't know what. Do you know what do you do for the remaining 8 hours of the day when you are not working and when you are not sleeping? You are maybe eating, you are maybe having a tea break, I don't know. So we have so many things to do. We watch TV for hours, we scroll social media for hours, we talk to our friends for hours, and do so many things in these 8 hours. So these 8 hours, another 30% block. So out of 30, we slept for 10 hours. We did something for the another 10 hours, which we don't know what we did. We did something for the another 10 years. Now we are left with 10 years. 10 years of work. Now in these 10 years, if we remove all the weekends that we are not going to work, if we remove all the weekends and the national and the international holidays that we have, we would easily be able to remove another 2 or 3 years. So let's say we are moving another 3 years. Now we are left with 7 years of work. In these 7 years, in the remaining 8 hours of the day, how efficient do you think you are? 60% or 70%? I know it is a lot lower than that, but let's keep it at 60%. So in 8 hours, you are efficient for about 6 hours. So in the remaining 7 years, you are efficient for 60% of the times. That is about 5.5 years. So out of 30 years that you are going to work, that you have got, you are only working for about 5.5 years. You are spending 25 years doing nothing. Let's keep the 8 hours of sleep aside. So 25 minus 8, you are absolutely doing nothing for the remaining 17 years of your life. And then you would go out and complain that the world is so tough, earning money is so tough, I can't make my dreams true, I cannot do this and I cannot do that, and you have so many complaints, when you are not even working for only 5 years and 30 years of time. Now here comes my trick. Here comes my trick of how you can increase your working years, increase your earning by at least double. You can at least increase your earning by 100%, if not less, and this can go by more than 200, 300 or 400%. Yes, your earnings can increase by more than 400%. You just need to follow this. Let's say you just add another 2 hours of work every single day. By just adding 2 hours of work every single day, you add another 2.5 years. So out of 5, from the 5 years, you add another 2.5 years of work by just adding 2 hours of work every day. And if you add another 5 hours of work every day, you are adding a full 5 years of work, almost the same amount of work that you used to do before. If you just increase or add 5 more hours of work every day that you are doing, that means that you are just doing about maybe 10 or 12 hours of work every day. By just doing that, you increase your productivity by almost 100%. You are now working for about 11 years or 12 years out of those 30 years, and your income is going to increase by at least 100%, and it will be actually much more than that. Why I say this so confidently? Because you are taking care of the tough part already. You are already filling up the you are already filling up the hole that is there in the dug in the ground. You are already filling up that with the hard work that you are doing for first 5 hours. Now whatever work you will be putting in the additional 5 hours, that is going to go where? That is completely going to go in your growth, and this growth will be 200%, 300% and much more. So if you really want to make all your dreams come true, if you really want to go on that dream vacation and not just complain about that friend of yours who goes to that dream vacation every single year, you just need to do this small thing. You just need to bring this small change in your life, and you will see how big the difference is, how you have added so many more working years in your life by just bringing in this change. Are you ready for this? Are you in for this? Are you really willing to give in to this? If you can, trust me my dear friends, you can make something big for yourself. You can make something big for yourself. Have you seen these industrialists? Have you seen these businessmen who work for maybe hours? What they exactly do? They put in as much as they can, and what they also do is they hire a lot of people to work for them. So in the same 8 hours, if you are working only for 8 hours, and if you are a little inefficient maybe for 6 hours, they are hiring 100 other people to work for them. So now they are not only working for 8 hours, but now they are working for 800 hours, and that is where they are making money from. So if you can follow this simple trick, you too can make wonders happen around you. Wish you all the best from me, Sawan Kumar, in making all these wonders. I'll be waiting for your feedback, your comments, and if you do not agree to this calculation, do let me know, and I would love to discuss more on this with you. Have a great and a wonderful evening. Bye bye.